And good afternoon, folks, and welcome. Getting ready for this semifinal matchup between the Oak Hill Lady Rams and Plainview. In this one, should be a great matchup here. Of course, they did play earlier in the season. Throw all of that out the window. Again, if you're settling in and listening to this one, this is the audio only broadcast. NFHS has all of the rights to this. That LHSAA network, they do the video on all of that. But we invite you to, if you have that set up, then J.S. Clark has already punched their ticket. They did that yesterday with a victory. A little bit earlier, Northwood Lena punched their ticket to their opportunity for a three-peat. That one finished up just a few minutes ago. But J.S. Clark played yesterday. One has been looking for. It's going again, that Northwood Lena game just wrapped up not too long ago. They were able to talk to Rihanna Battles in that she was very strong in that one, wanting to lead her way. Now that she's a senior, she is wanting to go out. Of course, she has the state championships as a junior or as a sophomore and a junior. The start of this one delayed just a little bit, but didn't want anybody that was getting on to not know what was going on. So we're in a little bit of a delay here. We're going to go back off the air real quick. You'll keep this stream up, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back when things get started right here on 446 Sports. Again, and welcome back. Just a reminder, the start of this one delayed just a little bit. That one from Northwood Lena and Hamilton Christian went a little bit long, so they give them their time to get things set up. Wondering if anyone's going to be listening along on this one, and we do have some folks that have popped on our YouTube stream. We appreciate that, and over on Facebook and Twitter, everybody's made their way along with it. We will keep you up to date on the quarter and where we're at in the game on our graphic that's on there. But just like the old radio days, we will certainly keep you updated on time and score all along the way. So don't go anywhere. This is going to be certainly a good one. It is Oak Hill and Plainview looking to get their ticket punched to tomorrow's chair to Friday's championship. That game is slated for Friday at noon on there. Again, Plainview comes into this one ranked number 5. In district, they were 3-1, 15-18 overall. Of course, you're very familiar with Oak Hill and their record. They were 26-13, 27-13 if you count the victory the other day. That was that was a great performance offensively and defensively. Held their opponent in that one, St. Joe's, without scoring in the first. It was 34-0 in the first and 40-0 before that three-pointer from St. Joe's. Clock got running within about the first minute of the second quarter on there. Head coach Casey West brings his squad in there ready to go. They came down yesterday, and it's great to follow along with what they do. Of course, you saw a lot of pictures that were on there, but it's an opportunity for seniors Alexis Dyer and Christina Green to go out with back-to-back state championships. They did a pretty good job. I watched some of it yesterday, and it doesn't seem to be that bad as it has been in the past. If you did go that route, if you've got a Roku or you've got Apple TV or Fire Stick, you can go find the LHSAA network for free, and you can watch it that way too. But we're excited to be able to bring all of those. Maybe you're sitting at work, maybe who knows where you're at, but we appreciate you spending the opportunity or spending this afternoon with us here. Hopefully, we'll have this thing up and going pretty quickly. Again, don't go anywhere. You're listening to Oak Hill Basketball on 446 Sports. Starting lineup starting to be announced, and it's great to see that the Oak Hill Lady Rams getting called out on here now. Again, they'll play 4 8-minute quarters, but boy, this is an exciting atmosphere, ready to get the semifinals up and underway here. It is Oak Hill, the Lady Rams, off of a big, impressive performance just a couple of days ago against St. Joe in that one. St. Joe overmatched again, we told you, in that one. This one, Oak Hill, in looking at a rematch, and of course, it's your normal starters. Alexis Dyer back in the starting lineup, and that is so good to see. Briley Ducey will be there. Christina Green, Jody Jowers, and Lainey Johnson will get the start for your Oak Hill Lady Rams. Looking over at Fairview, Caitlin Johnson is there. Arabella Ashworth gets the start. Number 10, Miley Thompson is there. And, of course, Coach Casey West decked out in the sparkles today. She's got, it looks like the tinsel that you would hang on the Christmas tree is what she's got going on, the silver pants, but she's ready to go. And Alexis set to jump center with Arabella Ashworth. Oak Hill in their white home uniforms trimmed in blue. Plainview will be in black with green trim along the way. Oak Hill will be going right to left, and Dyer wins that, and Oak Hill controls, and we are underway in this one. Again, we'll keep the score with you here like the good old days of radio. Green's got it on the left-hand side, trying to work it inside to Dyer. Turns, and Dyer shoots that one, not going to get it to go, gets a rebound, And the first 2 points is there. That is Alexis Dyer with a basket. And so good to see her after her illness that she's back in there. Here is that pressure by the Lady Rams. Plainview able to beat it, getting it down the floor. Going to be a foul whistled on Lainey Johnson. That'll be her first personal foul. And first team, Miley Thompson, will go to the basket here. We'll go to shoot the 2 free throws. It is Miley Thompson. This one is going to be up and down. The last one that we saw, Northwood and Hamilton Christian, wasn't as back and forth, but you know what Oak Hill will do, and you know the kind of pressure that they are going to try to put on in this one. Free throw, second free throw is up and good, and it's 2-1. Early in this one, 7.5 remaining here in the first, just underway. Ducey set to bring it up. Again, the Lady Rams go right to left across the big lion's head that is at center court here in the arena. Jowers goes to the basket with a left-hander, gets that one to fall, and it is 4-1. And, boy, look, you just see Oak Hill not try to help, not move the ball, not anything, except get in defensive pressure. Spinning around and breaking pressure for the second straight time down there. Defense is going to have to get back. That's the one-hander that's no good. Jowers controls another one. And a quick outlet that goes down to Green. Green with a cross court over to Laney. Laney unable to hang on to it, but it bounced off of a Hornets defender, and it will stay with the Lady Rams. Let us know where you're listening from. If you're listening to us here and chose to listen at work or wherever you're at, inbounds pass over the top. Laney's going to control it and get it back up to the point guard, Riley Ducey. Kicks it back out. Alexis now thinks about going in, is going to go up and under, but she had 2 Plainview defenders. Now she'll get it and try for another one. Boy, she has just been aggressive out there today. Kicks it outside to Johnson, unable to control, and Plainview's going to come out of there with this one. But here comes that pressure from Oak Hill, getting inside, going to the basket, but a travel is whistled prior to that, and that is going to be Thompson that is whistled for the traveling violation. Basket was good, but it will be counted. It will be waved off. 4-1. Oak Hill leads this one. 6.5 to go. Top of the key to Dyer. She's not thinking about it. Just a little one-handed assist inside to Ducey. A little give and go there. Briley Ducey gets that one, and it is 6-1. And this is the kind of start that you wanted if you are the Lady Rams. And that one gets knocked up into the bleachers by Jowers, but going to be whistled for the foul. You got to be careful of Jody not getting into foul trouble early, and that's going to send Miley Thompson to the line. Second team foul, first personal on Jody. She chewing the gum and enjoying the game and ready to go. Look, this gets back to my old days of radio. When you can't see what's going on, I have to explain it a little bit more to you. But you go back to that assist earlier from Alexis into Briley. That free throw, both fall 6-3 in this one. 6 minutes, 2 minutes gone here. Ducey kicks it back up top to Dyer. Dyer spun around to Christina Green. Green's going to go to the basket. Unable to get that one to fall. Green, a 3-time winner of our Player of the Game award. Spread out a lot of them as we were able to cover the Lady Rams quite often this year. Ducey unable to get that one to fall. She was pressured well there by Tarver. And the Hornets come out of there with it, and they'll make their way down the floor. Standing in, trying to take a charge, but a good job of going around was Sutton, and Sutton's going to be credited for the basket. 6-5. Oak Hill leads this one, 5:26 to go. Dyer makes the basket, but it's going to be waved off as the 8-5. Dyer gets that one to fall quickly back the other way. Laney there in the middle as the pass was off base. Laney got it but was unable to hold on to it, and Christina Green is going to be whistled for what is her personal foul. Third team foul for Oak Hill. First personal foul for Green. Green and Dyer, the 2 seniors on this Oak Hill team. Free throw bounces around and rolls and is good. Cameron Sutton, one of 3 juniors in this starting lineup, gets that free throw to fall. Sutton gets them both, and it is 8-7. 5:03 to go in the first, again early on in this game. Kicked back outside. Jowers passes on the 3, gets it over to Laney. Laney's going to go in the lane, rolls that one around with the right hand, and gets it to fall. Kind of an off-balance shot from Laney Johnson, but she does get that one to go, and it's 10-7. Plainview running one-hander up, no good there. Rebound controlled, and that's going to be another foul on, we believe, Jowers. One thing you've got to do if you're Jody Jowers in this one is not get upset. She's got a couple of early fouls, and you may see that combination of Lacaz and Cetus make their way in here in just a moment, trying to keep fresh legs in there on this one. That one nearly tipped away by Johnson. It is knocked out by Green, but Plainview able to control. Bouncing around and out is Tarver. Tarver's got it towards the top of the key. Steps it back towards midcourt a little bit, and Laney comes out there with her. Off to the left side near that Hammond America sign, and now back towards the middle, but Laney never moves. Spin move, off-balance shot, no good. Tarver gets her own rebound. They're going to count the basket. It'll be 10-9 with an opportunity for the Hornets to tie. We'll see who they whistle it on. And one on the floor, and that one is good. We are tied at 10. That one kicked away. Plainview not backing up for this. They said, wait a minute. If anybody's going to punch their ticket, they're not going to do it easily. We've got as much right to J.S. Clark as anybody does. Held ball on the floor. It goes over to Plainview on this one. So possession error now goes to Oak Hill, but Plainview has it here with an opportunity for their first lead of the game. Good work by Duce out near midcourt. Tarver working her way in. Good ball control and ball handling. That shot is up, no good, but a rebound controlled by Plainview. Bounces around, and it's going to come out of there from Duce. She's got numbers down on the end of it, but backs it out just a little bit. Duce will kick it around to Dyer. Dyer's going to go up from the left side. That's 6 for Alexis. She gets that one to fall. Trying to put the same amount of pressure on that Oak Hill does, and it's been effective. Christina Green works her way inside. No good there. Laney pulls that one down. Or correction, that is Cetus that is in there now. So Cetus and Lacaz into the ball game, and that is a held ball. Will stay with Oak Hill. Tied at 12, 3 minutes to go. Alexis from the corner, unable to get that one to fall, but Cassie banging around in there gets that one. 2 misses from beyond the arc for Oak Hill, but good work from Green underneath. And Dyer's going to draw the foul, and boy, Coach from Plainview not happy about that one at all. She was all the way out onto the floor. I'm telling you, Dyer has just been dominant here in the first 5 minutes of this one. Dyer gets that first free throw to fall. Student section out today and having a good time here. 13-12, 2:55 to go. Dyer gets them both. She's got 8. She's the leading scorer for the Oak Hill Lady Rams. Of course, she's averaged 16 a game this season, but all 5 starters in double figures on average for Oak Hill this year. Cetus comes to the bench, and she gets some good high fives from the rest of the team. Good pressure again by Duce and Dyer, but Plainview able to beat that. Laney Johnson back into the game. She's the one that replaced Cetus. Lacaz stays out there. That one bangs around. Dyer again pulls down another big board, and she has been on fire in this one. That is going to be a personal foul on Caitlin Johnson. They go around and they actually change that. They whistle it on Sutton. So Sutton with the personal foul. They're still not in the bonus, just 3 team fouls. But it gets Oak Hill down into the front court. Dyer with a little spin move, unable to get that to fall. Traveling violation as Plainview's number 5, Macy Miller, goes down to her knees and tries to get back up. When you do that, that's going to get you. Cetus will come right back in. She's going to give Alexis Dyer a breather on there, 14-12 with 2 minutes to go. You'd like to see Alexis get a couple of minutes of rest in this as battling fatigue and that illness. That one from Duce in the middle of the lane up, and it's good. 16-12 now, 2 minutes remaining in this one. That shot is up. No good. So it's been Oak Hill the last few trips down the floor. It was tied 12-12. But the bulk of the points from Plainview have been from the free throw line, as that aggressive defense from Oak Hill have put them has put Plainview on the line a number of times. Well, you look at the look on this Plainview team. They are not here just to make it to the semifinals. They are battling to get their way into the state championship, wanting to deny Oak Hill a third straight shot at it. A couple of seniors, some juniors, a sophomore, and double dribble now called against one of the seniors, Christina Green. Not happy about it at all, but thought she was fouled as she was walking along the baseline trying to dribble through it. Had to stop the dribble and then continue it. Here's that full court press again. We had Coach Casey West mic'd up in that playoff game against St. Joe, and that was very interesting. Offensive foul whistled. Lainey Johnson's going to stand in there and take the charge, and we've seen her do that all year long. Nothing new about it. Great work by Lainey Johnson. Christina Green will come out. 16-12, a minute and a half remaining here in the first quarter, 16-12. Oak Hill has the lead. Lacaz back in the game. Amaya Courts is in there now as well. Laney goes to the basket, but she's blocked. She's going to pull that back out. Cetus will have it now. Back to the top of the floor. That's Courts. She's going to try her hand going in. Instead, kicks it to Johnson. Johnson really not a look at it, but inside, there's Cetus, and she gets the board and the bucket. 18 now to 12, a 6-0 run for the Lady Rams. Coming up on the backside is Duce. Good pressure again, but able to spin around out of that. Biggest lead for the Lady Rams at 18-12. Out near midcourt, boy, Cetus backing the Plainview ball handler back to midcourt. That's Tarver that is having trouble. Tarver, such a good ball handler, but I'm telling you, Cetus is right there with her. Tarver goes to the basket. She's going to be fouled. See who they whistle that on. Libby Tarver, the junior guard, goes to the line, misses the first one. Cassie Lacaz whistled for that personal foul. And again, we've seen Jowers on the bench with about 2 minutes to go. We knew that would happen. She picked up those couple of fouls. And the thing you've got to do is keep her in this one. She was our player of the game, had 21 points in about 2 quarters of work against St. Joe. 18-13 as Tarver makes one of the 2 free throws. Oak Hill, Plainview looking to get to J.S. Clark for the state championship on Saturday. Duce goes to the far side. Now lobs it inside. Dyer back in there. Dyer's fouled on the shot, and she'll go to the free throw line. That foul is on Caitlin Johnson. Second personal foul on Johnson, 4th team, but it's back for second quarter action here, 20-15. The Oak Hill Lady Rams lead this one. Wow, that first quarter, you knew that Plainview was going to come out that way. In fact, Plainview scores the final 2 after of the half. Of the quarter, they get the ball out, but quickly it's a turnover. Dyer trying to go to the basket, misses that one, but there is Jowers back in after sitting for a couple of minutes. unable to come out of there with anything. This is the Division V Select Girls Semifinal. There's a three from the corner that's up, and it's good. And this thing is 20-18. Goodness gracious, right back into this one, a 2-point game. That one bounces around and no good. Appreciate the folks that are listening there on Facebook and on YouTube and Twitter and wherever you're at in this one. 20-18. Oak Hill comes out of it. Christina Green's got it, and she's going all the way down the floor. She says, I don't need numbers. I'll go get it myself. Rolls that one 1-on-3. Green goes in, gets the basket. 4-point lead for Oak Hill, 22-18, 7:25 to go. Again, when we pause, boy, back and forth. This one goes 22-20. 2-point ball game. That was Ashworth that got that one to fall. Jowers is fouled, and she'll go to the line. Things got a little testy down there. And coming out of there is Ashworth smiling a little bit, saying, yeah, that's all right. We'll get scrappy in this one. And anybody that plays Oak Hill knows that it's going to be a battle. They are going to come after you for the entire 32 minutes of play in this one. Jowers to the free throw line. Sinks the first one, 23-20, 3-point lead. 7-point lead has been the largest. And look, Jowers is not going to back down from anyone either. I assure you that. That's a battle to keep an eye on too. Jowers sinks both her free throws and back to a 4-point lead. Again, if the sound goes in, it's in and out. It's because we don't go to commercials. So if you tune across and we're not doing anything here, it's because there's no action going on. That's the way it goes with the audio. We just mute it a little bit to prevent anything from happening. Sutton goes up to the basket and gets that to fall, 24-22. So again, if there's no audio going, then you know that there's no action on the floor. Jowers dribbling around, kicks it back up to Laney Johnson. Ducey's got it. She's back in there. We saw her take a little breather towards the end, about the last minute. She goes up with the left hand, unable to get that to fall, and Ashworth pulls that board down and starts it the other way. 24-22. Oak Hill with the lead, but Plainview has been around. Jumping in as she does is Jowers and knocks that one away. And they like to knock that, but they measure the way that their success by the number that they knock out and how many times they make their opponent inbound. Because with the pressure that Oak Hill puts on, there's been a lot of turnovers on those inbounds. Ducey trying to poke that one away from Tarver, but unable to do it. Tarver, a very good ball handler. She works her way down the left side, puts that one off the glass, no good. Rebound controlled, but a shot missed, and back out to Green. She's looking to run once again. Oh, a nifty little pass in the lane to Laney, but Laney misses that one. But I'm telling you, that was just a good no-look dish from Green. Near turnover again, but going to go out of bounds, and it will be over to the Lady Rams of Oak Hill. Folks all over watching us, we are listening to us. We appreciate that. Who needs that NFHS network? We'll listen to the game being broadcast here for you. 24-22, 5.5 to go until halftime. Again, we told you Northwood Lena already punched their ticket with a 48-41. Dyer backing down her defender, and they're going to call a block. And I'm telling you, Alexis Dyer is playing as well as we've seen her since the first of the season in that Sinlock Clash. That was the Rapides Parish tournament that was put on. It actually was held over at Oak Hill this year, but she was dominant in that tournament, and she's back there today. 10 points on the afternoon for Alexis. Oh, inside cutter to Christina, and she's there for the basket. 26-22 in this one. Plainview continues to break the press. That one's inside to Thompson. She's unable to get that to fall. Finally, Jody comes out of there with a rebound, and she's going to start the break the other way. Keeps a look either side, ever gets it to Ducey. Ducey is going to go to the lane, banks it off the backboard, and it is good for Briley Ducey. 28-22, and a timeout on the floor. Oak Hill leads it with 4:53 to go. We'll be right back after this. Back we go, 28-22. A little bit, but it's picked up near midcourt. Ducey is going to stay up with her. Dyer trails from the backside. Alexis forces a double dribble there by coming in. And look, it's just difficult to get through when you've got Briley Ducey and anybody on it, but you throw in the senior LSUA signee in Alexis Dyer, and things just get a little bit more difficult. Again, Doug Gann with 446 Sports bringing you this. You see the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, or you if you're watching it up on there, maybe you've got that down and you're just listening, but it's 28-22. Dyer, good entry pass into Green, and it is good. Dyer with her second assist of the game to go along with those 10 points. Oh, and there's Ducey just picking the pocket of the Plainview ball handler there. And 30-22, Oak Hill on a little bit of a run. Three-pointer from downtown is Ducey. Boy, that's the first one of those, and this is opening things up a little bit. Plainview finally going to the basket. That'll stop the bleeding just a little bit. We've got 33-24. We'll see what they 33-24, you're down. So she was not fouled shooting. As a matter of fact, it's just going to go over to Plainview. So not sure what the call was on it there. We thought they had whistled the foul a little bit earlier, but didn't do it. Halftime, just 3 minutes away. Left-hander no good there. Ducey unable to pull the board down. Thompson gets that. And here comes the three from Plainview. Misses everything. Save is not good. Good effort, though, by the Hornets. And that's going to this is ballooned up to 9 in this one, 33-24. Again, you remember Oak Hill won by 30 in their meeting previously, but Plainview having none of that this afternoon. They've kept it around. Lacaz back into the ball game. Dyer spins around. So Lacaz has come in for Jowers. That one blocked out of bounds by Ashworth. And Arabella Ashworth has played very solid since she's came in. We've called her name a number of times in this one for the Hornets. Dyer outside beyond the three-point arc and getting held out there. Plainview resorting to holding on that one, but Ducey is just going to dribble in and go get that. 35-24, 11-point lead, and Alexis, a little bit of frustration there. She's whistled for a foul in the corner. Don't think she really needed that one. Boy, good look at Ducey going to the basket was shown on the monitor there. And Dyer comes out after that, and that's what I think Coach West saw, that a little bit of frustration was getting to the senior center. Quickly down the floor the other way. And good work by Lacaz to D up the Plainview drive. Ducey out on the break. Got numbers. 4-on-1 break. Working it inside to Cetus. Unable to handle it. And good work by Plainview to turn that one over. Back down the floor go the Hornets. Are out on the left side near the Powerade sign that adorns near the bench for Oak Hill. Back up top, just under 2 minutes to go. 35-24, Oak Hill with the 11-point lead in this one. Kicking out to the corner, good hand near steal from Johnson, but Plainview able to control. A little bit of a travel there, but they'll whistle green. We believe they're going to call Ducey or green. Foul is whistled on Cetus, so Braylee Cetus will get whistled for that one, and that sends Sutton back to the free throw line. 35-24. Oak Hill leads this one. That free throw good, so the margin is 10. And Johnson will come back out now, and Rosalind Ducey will make her way in there. So both Ducey sisters in there, Rosalind and Briley. Always, I guess, a great thing seeing them on the floor together. (35-26), 9-point margin. The largest has been 11 just a moment ago before the two free throws. Minute and a half remaining, 1:33 to be exact. There's Lacaz who shoots his three, and it's up and it's good. Boy, that came out of nowhere from Cassie LeCaz, who's just looking to pass. Oh, and that's just an unfortunate event. Hopefully that young lady's fine. There was a pass inside or on the break to Miller, and the ball caught her. She wasn't looking for it. The ball caught her between her two ankles and knocked her down, and it's going to be turned over, and Oak Hill will have it 38-26 following that three-pointer from LeCaz. Boy, she just fired that out of nowhere and got it to fall. Second quarter action here, just a minute to go until the break. Again, it will be silent at the break. We'll run some commercials, but if you don't hear the game, know that it will be back on when action starts back in Hammond. 38-26. 3 team fouls for the Lady Rams, just 2 for the Hornets. And that will get Christina Green off the floor. They've whistled her with her third personal foul. So you've got Christina Green with 3 fouls. You've also got Jody Jowers with 3 fouls. Foul trouble is mounting up for Oak Hill, but they've got a 12-point lead. Going to the basket, unable to get that one to fall. Boy, there's going to be another foul called. Not sure who they've called it on. Maybe Courts. You remember this thing was 24-22, so it's a 14-4 run, now 14-5 run for Oak Hill that's got it out to where it is. Bangs around and rebound controlled, so that's a near three-point trip out of there. Oh, Duce Roslyn comes out of there with that, and now out front to court. So you got a lot of the younger players out there in this time. Briley unable to get that one to fall. 38-26. Things getting just a little sloppy the last couple of trips down there. But you've got a couple of starters out there. Oh, jumping in the lane is Lainey Johnson. She steals it, and there's nobody around here. She's going to go coast to coast, unable to finish it. Boy, the 2 point-blank shots from the Lady Rams, not able to get either of them to fall. Laney's going to go in there the other way and doesn't get that. Just not a presence inside for Oak Hill at all. And Plainview has had the better of it the last couple of trips down there. At the buzzer, does not go, just off to the left, and that was out from beyond the three-point line. We're looking at Coach West as she's walking off, and she's giving an earful to the officials that are on here. Again, we're going to take a break. It is 38-27 at halftime. Oak Hill leads this. Again, if you come back and there's no audio, just know that we'll pick it back up when the game resumes. Don't go anywhere. Oak Hill by 11 at the half, trying to punch their ticket to get back to a state championship game.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me.
Here's exciting news from Wallace Eye Associates for the treatment of glaucoma and cataracts. Thanks to recent advancements, our cataract specialists can now surgically treat your glaucoma during cataract surgery. Our new dual procedure is covered by Medicare and most insurance carriers for qualified patients. Scan the QR code now or call 318-448-4488 to schedule your cataract consultation at Wallace Eye Associates, where we're advancing the art of cataract care.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. It's hot out there, and we want to cool you down with some great savings on your new AC unit. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Plus a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Just need a repair? We got you covered too, with $50 off any repair backed by a 2-year parts and labor warranty. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Getting ready to get back going here, third quarter underway. Free throws have kept Plainview in this one. We told you that. Oak Hill is 6 of 6 from the free throw line, but Plainview 12 of 15 from the free throw line, and that's what's led to some of that play or that foul trouble for Oak Hill in this one. Jowers comes back into the game. Starters back onto the floor now, ready to go. Plainview will control again to start things off. Again, it is 38-27 here in this one. Start of the third quarter. Plainview will have it now going from right to left. We appreciate all of those that have tuned in to listen to us on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. And a double dribble is whistled there. 20-15 at the end of the first quarter. So an 18-12 Hornets on here. And still, there's that pressure by Oak Hill down on the far end now. Green comes out of there, but she gets banged around, had the rebound. Going to have to save underneath. There's a long three that's up. Back iron, no good from the Hornets. And a foul is going to be whistled on Lainey Johnson. They'll call that one on the floor. Boy, an open shot at a three there was no good. Controlled out of there. Christina Green jumps in there and steals that one back up top to Jowers. Jowers over to the side to Duce, and she settles in. Gets it back up to Green. Green's going to go to the basket, driving this one. Gets it to fall, 42-27. Just been turnovers, and there's another one right on cue. Dyer gets it back over to Duce. Duce unable to get that one to fall. And Green battling around with it here. She is getting just hammered on this side. Dyer with one-hander, no good. Up and underneath Jowers. She doesn't get it to fall. Boy, rebounds are there, but second chance opportunities. Count the basket. Briley gets that one to fall. And this good start to get things going for these Lady Rams. Dyer was able to get it. She loses it back to Duce, who got that basket fall. The old school three for Duce. And a timeout on the floor. And Casey West is out near the the three-point line. She is excited. This thing is 45-27, an 18-point margin. 7-0 run to get things going. It was 38-27. And that's you talk to Coach Casey West, you talk to any coach that's out there, how are you going to play the first 2 or 3 minutes of that first quarter and that third quarter? And that's going to really tell you where you go, and you have an opportunity to come out and stretch things out. And that is certainly what Oak Hill has done. They lead this one by 18. The student section getting into it. A lot of the baseball jerseys that are out there. Game was very tight. Matter of fact, it had gotten to 24-22 at one point. So this is a 21-5 run for the Oak Hill Lady Rams. And that's what they do. You talk about basketball being a game of runs. Basketball is a game of runs. You see so many of them throughout. Turnover and a quick basket. Dyer gets that one to go. She's got 14. Duce is going to get whistled for the foul. Briley Duce whistled for that one, and Plainview will inbounds from underneath the basket. Here comes the pressure once again. 20-point margin. Oh, and Jowers is going to get whistled for one there. Third team foul. 6:21 to go here in this one, and foul trouble mounting up, but it's just been that pressure. And, you know, when you throw so many bodies at somebody, that's going to be another one. We'll see who they whistle that on. Another Oak Hill foul. Oak Hill's fourth team foul already, and that's going to be Duce that gets whistled for that. But a 20-point lead. And quite frankly, that's how Oak Hill has built this lead. We'll see Cetus make her way into it for the first time in the second half. She had a good first half. She's the freshman that's going to be a solid as they come the next few years. That rebound controlled by Green on a missed three from Plainview. And Green just does not wait for anything. She tries to go coast to coast, got a little pushed out and unable to get it fall. But Lacaze will fire another one, hit nothing but net, but unfortunately didn't go through the rim. Was shot short there. And her last one she made was money. That one really didn't have an opportunity at it from the start. 47-27, Dyer leads all scorers in this one with 14. She is taking a breather, and that was good pressure, forces another turnover. Turnovers piling up on there as they did in the first half. And you go down and you look at turnovers, you look at assists, and it's all been in favor of Oak Hill, and that's what leads to this lead. Yes, they're in foul trouble. Oh, good inside pass. Duce had worked her way out to the free throw line, cuts back in, gets the inbounds under the basket, gets that to fall. Another turnover. Feeding Green under the baskets, got it to fall. 51-27, 24-point margin, and Oak Hill looking like Oak Hill does. 24-point lead, no signs of any sort of a setback in here. There's the first basket 3 minutes in, and it's 51-29. Is watching. A number of those are commenting. Let us know who you're watching and where you're from. 51 now for Oak Hill in this one, 32 for Plainview. Boy, if Oak Hill hangs on here, get ready for a battle on Friday between Oak Hill and J.S. Clark. That will be a rematch of last year's championship game. You know J.S. Clark is wanting that one back. Lacaze gets the board off of the Duce miss, unable to get it there. Oak Hill kicking it back out. Laney's going to try for three, misses that. Lacaze there to clean it up. Doesn't get it to fall, and boy, just not a lot of finishing under the goal. They're getting second chance opportunities, but not able to get anything to fall. Again, if you're watching there out in Facebook land, leave us a comment of where you're watching from. Same thing over at YouTube or Twitter. Wherever this game finds Grace Christian Baseball, they are welcoming up to Central Louisiana, New Iberia. New Iberia Senior High Niche, they call them, will find their way up there. A lot of folks starting to get on and listen to this one. We appreciate that on there. Again, leave us a comment where you're from. Alexis has been welcomed back in a big way. She has really been solid in this game. Jowers has been good. It's been Christina Green doing all five players, and we told you all five starters averaging double figures, and all five are contributors in this one today. It's just it's been a type of performance that Coach Casey West wanted. Again, it was 20-15 at halftime. So you see the difference at the end of the first, you see the difference that it's made the second and third periods in this one. Lacaze kicks it over. Laney spins it all the way across to Duce, but back up top now to Green. And content to run off a little bit of time here are the Lady Rams. They're not as aggressive. They were empty on several trips and several point-blank shots at it. Jowers and Dyer on the bench. Back up top now to Lacaze. She gets it inside. A good ball movement. Thought about it to Green for three, but instead, that's Duce. She'll take it from down. Roslyn takes that one from downtown, gets that one off the right iron, not to go, and a good smile on her face. She's saying, yeah, no, if I'd have just got it there, it would have been a big one, but misses that one. Michelle Jones says, good luck, Lady Rams. They are indeed in doing that. Turnover again, and this is over 20 turnovers on the day for Plainview. Green going to the basket, unable to get that fall, and it's just not been a good offensive set the last couple with Jowers and Dyer on the bench. The offense seems like it's went there with them, but you've got some good scorers out there. There's Laney. She jumps in right on cue, steals that one. She's going to try to go coast to coast, but it's too hard with the left hand and misses that one, and Plainview comes out of there, and you're not going to be able to have misses like that against J.S. Clark because they're as hot as anyone. Tarver gets that one to fall 54-34, back to 20. 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Big, comfortable lead for this Oak Hill Lady Rams team, but still have to finish. And you know that head coach Casey West wants them to finish just as strong as they started. Jowers and Dyer still on the bench with no movement to get up. You see a few players getting set to check in. Minute and a half to go. That one rolls no good for Plainview, but they're going to go to the line to shoot two, and Rosalind Ducey is going to be whistled for that personal foul. Frank Rachel saying that Lainey Johnson is his great niece. Well, we appreciate you letting us know that. Penny Bernard says, "Go Lady Rams." Going to hop over to our YouTube feed and see what the comments that we have over there. Again, we appreciate any time that you take a moment to do that. If you are over there, we'd love for you to take and maybe like and subscribe to the station. So if you are watching it on there, we went over 2,100 subscribers. Again, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Quartz gets that one off her leg as she goes out of bounds. Maya Quartz unable to hang on to that one. 54-34. Oak Hill has been silent from the floor the last 3 minutes or so, but with a 54-34 lead, that's the time. But you will not be able to survive stretches of not scoring when you go battle J.S. Clark on Friday, should things stay the way that they are. Steal back from Plainview now, going the other way again. Plainview goes right to left. They swapped ends. They're near that Hammond America sign on the left side is Plainview. That's Tarver going to the basket. She's going to be fouled by Quartz. Gets that foul whistled on her, 34. Cameron Sutton will go to, oh no, it's Tarver that's back out there. They have those long ponytail braids. It's hard to see the numbers sometimes. Lainey Johnson back into the game. 50.8 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 54-34. Cassie Lacaz finds her way back in. Free throw misses front iron, and Briley pulls that one down. Again, we'll name our Quibitos player of the game for you when this one is over with. Just chewing clock are these Lady Rams here, trying to get out of the third. Briley had a clear shot at it, but it's going to spin around and come back out. Again, no shot clock. You've heard my thoughts on that. And stepping in on the line was Ducey. So a good job by Tarver to get over there and play some defense. And it caused Briley to step out of bounds. Back the other way we go. Under 30 seconds in this one in the third. 54-34. All Oak Hill. Good block underneath by Briley Ducey. There's just not a rim defender in there, though, with Dyer and Jowers on the bench. At the buzzer, it is 20-point margin for Oak Hill. We'll be back trying to finish things up in the fourth. We'll do all of that when we come back right after this.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, we in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Here's exciting news from Wallace Eye Associates for the treatment of glaucoma and cataracts. Thanks to recent advancements, our cataract specialists can now surgically treat your glaucoma during cataract surgery. Our new dual procedure is covered by Medicare and most insurance carriers for qualified patients. Scan the QR code now or call 318-448-4488 to schedule your cataract consultation at Wallace Eye Associates, where we're advancing the art.
The press was the key to that in the third quarter. It's all Oak Hill in the third, a game that was an 11-point margin, and they've just grinded. They were up 20-15 after one, 37-26 at two, and now here it is 54-34. LaFauci and her Plainview Hornets making a good run at it, but this is just a lot, and they corrected. It's 54-36, but now 56-36. Green goes in there and gets another basket. Over to the corner now from Plainview, shot up and no good. Ashworth had an opportunity at it, but unable to get that one to fall. But they show on our monitor here the replay, and a good job by Green just to go to the basket. (56-36). Don't expect as much excitement in the fourth here as Oak Hill is going to try to stay out of foul trouble. You know that there's a good block on the backside by Dyer. And a whistle on Lacaz. She'll be whistled for that foul. 20-point game, 56-36. Jower still on the bench in this one from foul trouble that got her. But again, she'll have to work on that in Friday's game. You cannot spend a lot of time on the bench. But you know that this Oak Hill team is going to continue to come after it. Free throws are made there, 56-37. Again, this is kind of an appetizer for what's going on. We will have Tioga softball and we will have Grace Christian baseball. Going to the basket, Green continues just to put up big numbers. 21-point lead. Lacaz gets the turnover and quickly back down the floor. It goes. Dyer thinking about going to the rim. She does. She's fouled. And she and Laney talking a little bit about it. So good. Look, we talk about Alexis and why it's so good to have her back. You remember she was out in that quarterfinal game with an illness and back there. And I asked her following that game, I said, did the doctors tell you that you were going to be able to play? She's like, I didn't ask them. So the Oak Hill senior, they're one of their leading scorers, just phenomenal, averaging 16, and she's over that average today. She's got 17 here. They will whistle her for traveling violation. Most outstanding player last year was Alexis. We had Coach West mic'd up, and just the positive encouragement throughout. And part of it is there's a 2-point basket that's up and good. It's 61-37. You wanted to hear a little bit of fire and emotion and all that. And really everything was just even keeled and calm. We'll have some of that on our highlights too. Going up to the basket with the right hand, no good. Briley comes out of there with a rebound, and they look to run 2-on-1 break. Briley is going to go the distance, gets that one to fall, 63-37. Remember, Oak Hill won by 30 in a prior matchup, and you can see that it's just depth. And being able to go 9 players deep, I think, is what Oak Hill was able to do in this one today. The defender on that last break had kind of dropped off expecting the pass to Jowers, and so Briley says, you know what, I'll just take it myself. There's that little inbounds pass. She throws this one up. It's going to be fouled. Arabella Ashworth whistled for that foul. That's going to send Ducey back to the free throw line. But it didn't matter if she was looking. It was just one of those shots that you're like, well, why did she take that shot? Well, because the contact was there, so she throws it up and she gets 2 free throws out of the deal. Otherwise, it would have just been out of bounds play. Rams in command on this one, looking to come back down on Friday to repeat and try to defend their state championship. It's going to look a lot like last year's game, as it will be Oak Hill and J.S. Clark in that one. That's going to do it for Jowers, we believe, her 5th foul, and a good hand. Cassie Lacaz makes her way back out there, and Jowers is visibly emotional about it too. You know, you don't want to come out of games like this, but it was those first 2 or 3 minutes that she picked up a couple of fouls that we knew that this might happen. But I'm telling you, you will trade this 20-point lead for that. You won't trade it. Boy, Christina Green just goes quickly down the floor, gets her own rebound, puts that shot up, unable to get it to fall. There's Dyer to clean it up. Alexis Dyer has just been dominant. Oh, there's a steal there, and turnovers galore. The dish back to Dyer. She doesn't get that one to fall. Coming out of there with the rebound is Plainview. But still, another steal. Rosalind Doucet. We see Nugent. They affectionately call her Nugget. She's made her way into the game. Cetus is there. Last 4 minutes of it. Whistle seems to have went in the pocket of the officials. There's been several fouls, but nothing called. But Rosalind will go to the line to shoot the free throws. Again, coming up 5 o'clock, just a little bit away, it is Tioga Lady Indians softball. They are hosting the Lady Chiefs of West Ouachita. And then an hour behind that one, start time, is the Grace Christian Warriors welcoming in New Iberia Senior High. Nish, they call them. Trying to wrap this one up here, 28-point margin. Ducey rolls around, gets the first free throw to go. We agree, as Evelyn Dunbar there says, great job, Lady Rams. We agree with that also. Second free throw bangs around, no good, but rebound controlled by Courts and the Lady Rams. But her pocket is picked, stolen away, and going back the other way. Basket is up and good. Boy, you'd like to see the fouling just sit back a little bit. But you know these younger players for Oak Hill are going to continue to battle. There's Cetus that spins, tried to draw contact. But again, these officials are not going to call the same way they did the first 3 periods. You can believe that. They have to do that one as Courts just hammers the Plainview drive. 69-42. Again, Oak Hill, this goes back to that 4-point quarter against Hicks. Scored 4 in the first quarter against Hicks. And their goal has been to put up an average of 20 points a quarter after that. They just find their way to grind and do that, sitting at 69 points. But again, it was 20-15 at the end of the first quarter. So they did what they wanted to do, come out and get a 20-point quarter. Well, a couple of big games coming up tonight as Anacoco and Hicks and Fairview and Midland do battle in the 2 night games. Those are going to be about that non-select Division 5 is as tough of a division as you'll find anywhere. There's a steal by or a missed shot for Oak Hill and a turnover there, going back the other way. Long 3 is up, and it's good. Macy Miller gets that 3 ball to go, 69-46. The starter's still in there for Plainview. Some of the younger JV players in for Oak Hill. The final 3 minutes to go in this one. Again, big thanks out to our sponsors, Valex Federal Credit Union, Wallace Eye Associates, Sadler Towing, BK Distributor, BU Designs. You see them rotating around in the corner up there, and we certainly couldn't do anything without them. Join us on Sundays from 5 till about 8 o'clock at Kari Jordan gets that one to fall, and look, we're going to right that ship. We've got a lot of years, but Kari Jordan gets that one to fall, and it got pointed out to us by a young lady in the Sinlaw Clash. And there it goes. That is Courts that goes to the basket and gets that one to fall. But if I called her, if my crew called her Carrie Jordan one more time, I think we would got run out of Oak Hill. But Kari Jordan, you saw that on the basket a little bit earlier. Hopefully hopefully I've gotten some retribution out of that, and the folks at Oak Hill are okay with me on that. But so anyway, Corey Jordan, as opposed to what it was announced there. So we're glad that we got it right. That's the beauty of having the hometown call on it. If you're listening, in a backcourt violation, they're saying it was a tip, so it's not going to be backcourt. It will be it's going to stay. It's going to stay with Plainview on that one. The Hornets trail this one by 29. Johnson unable to get that one to fall. Ducey comes out of there with it. That was Rosalind Ducey. She gets it out front to court to put this three up. No good. Really didn't have a good look at it at all. I don't think that's the shot that Coach Casey West wanted. Minute remaining here, just the final 1 minute to go in this one. Pass over the side. Plainview trying to get something to go. Here's a three. Johnson had one a moment ago, but that rebound is controlled out. Going the other way. Up. No good. Over to the top, back to Ducey, and just trying to run out this final minute or so. Oak Hill is going to win this one in convincing fashion, as Corey Jordan does not get that one to fall. Looked like a timeout, maybe just getting some subs in there here in the last minute. But look, Coach Casey West, since Little Dribblers, does not stop coaching these young ladies up. 75-46, Oak Hill dominant in this performance today. 75-46. Again, don't forget, it will be Oak Hill, and it will be J.S. Clark. That is at noon for the Division 5 Select State Championship coming up on Friday at noon. Trying to get the last 30 seconds or so of this one in the books. Inside to Ducey off of her foot. Rosalind kicks it back, but it is recovered. Nugget, I'll do it. Nugent with that one. They call her Nugget on the floor. That shot up, and it's no good. Nugget gets the board and the bucket at the buzzer. How about that? And the bench is just up and at it. A little bit of time. That was a shot clock, or that was a horn that shouldn't have went, is what we heard. Back to Nugget again, and she gets back-to-back baskets. And look, she is just as laser-focused as you'll find, but the bench is loving it. That's the buzzer. That's going to wrap it up here from Hammond and sets up the big rematch on Friday. 79-46. This game goes final. 79-46. Oak Hill advances.